With the sky-high rise of inflation rates, consumers are more worried than ever before about debt. One of those obstacles, of course, is managing your debt. And joining us now to discuss some important tips on how to navigate that debt is Blair Mantin, president of Sands & Associates. Good morning, Blair.
Good morning. My pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. Money is a sensitive topic for a lot of people right now, but what's the #1 concern you're hearing from consumers?
You know, the consumer is really suffering right now. There's been so much challenges over the last number of years, and right now it seems like there's a perfect storm of inflation rates, of creditors taking aggressive collections, even the government no longer supporting and starting to want some of that money back. So people are feeling stressed, and that's really the #1 warning sign is if you think you have a debt problem, you probably do. If you're feeling anxiety, you're feeling stressed, you're not wanting to even look at your bills or even file your taxes, that's the #1 sign that you probably need some help with your debt.
Absolutely. And what are some of the common signs that it might be time to maybe reconsider how you're managing your debt?
You know, aside from feeling stressed about it, there are some really classic warning signs. So, one is if you're constantly using credit. So, and especially if that credit is starting to escalate into things like payday loans or installment loans, these can have 30, 40, even 50% interest rates. It's really hard to get out of that cycle once you begin. And even if you're not using that expensive credit, just making minimum payments is actually a huge warning sign. If you think you're in good shape because you're clearing the minimum payment every month, minimum payments aren't designed to get you out of debt. They're designed to keep you in debt, even a debt something as small as $6,000, which is not nothing, but not someone would say is, life-altering, a big problem. That can be 40 years of minimum payments. So it's really shocking when you look at the math. Making minimum payments just isn't going to solve your problem.
Right. And it's important for people to realize that even if their debt has stacked up, there are ways to manage it well. What are some things that Sands & Associates can do for people to help them manage that debt?
Yeah, I think the first thing is just to realize you're not alone, and debt is not a moral failure. A lot of the times people do everything right and something happens in their life, like a massive global pandemic that can put everybody behind. So realize there is hope, there are solutions. The best solution you might never have heard of is called a consumer proposal. It's where you can consolidate all of your debt together, put the interest down to 0, and what's incredibly powerful is you pay back what you can afford. It's often much less than the full amount. It might be 20 or 30 cents on the dollar. That can give you your life back, give you your peace of mind back, and take the stress away. There are options that are available, and any licensed insolvency trustee will meet with you for free to explore all of those options and get you a fresh start.
And how does Sands & Associates specifically work in the favor of consumers?
Well, we have offices all over the province, so we can help anybody within BC, and we're independent. So we're licensed by the government to help you understand the solutions the government has put into law that are actually incredibly consumer-friendly, but the issue is people don't know about them. So a bank won't tell you about a consumer proposal. A collection agent is not going to tell you how you cannot pay them in full. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give you all the information a consumer needs to make the best decision for them.
Absolutely. And Blair, what is the best way people can get in touch with a licensed insolvency trustee?
Well, certainly you can search online. We're sands-trustee.com. You can give us a call at 310-0911 anywhere in the province. It's a free confidential consultation. We can often see people the same day. We're 7 days a week and even open late these days.
And if people are maybe feeling doubtful before reaching out, or like you said, feeling like it's a bit of a moral failure that they have to reach out, what would you say to them to help put their minds at ease?
The hardest thing is making that first call. We help with everything from there. We don't judge, we're empathetic, and I've got the benefit of, 15 years of helping people and seeing that transformation. It's amazing. Someone walks in, hunched over, feeling hopeless.
Yeah.
A couple months later, or even sooner than that, they've got a plan, they've got hope, they know exactly what they can do, and they've got their life back. They can achieve again and have some pride. So it can completely change your life, and just reach out and make that first call. It's going to be easier than you think.
So the best thing you can do, just reach out, help yourself in that small way by reaching out to the folks at Sands & Associates.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Such topical advice, especially in this economy, and I really appreciate your time.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Sina.